Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a story time. This story time is going to be about how I fell out with my friend who stole my business idea and got angry with me over a business transaction that we did together. Okay. I met this, she's a very sweet person. She has a very sweet personality. Somebody that you would, if you meet her for the first time, you would definitely want to be like friends with her. She has a way around people, like she's a people's person. So for me, who is an introvert, that I would not talk to you. I can come in here, I will not say a word to you until you say a word to me. That's how bad my introvert nature is. Okay. So if she didn't have that nature, we probably wouldn't have even known ourselves today. So this was around 2011. I was going for jam lessons, and so we met then at church. And so my church organized free jam lesson, which I was attending. And then she walked up to me one day and just started talking to me. That's what I can remember. I can't remember what the conversation was exactly. And after talking, we were going out, that we walked out of the hall together, and she was like, she's going home, this way she's staying. I'm like, I'm following same route, because I would always walk home every time, because most of the time my people couldn't afford to give me transport, so I would always trek all the way from church to my house, and that was quite a distance, but I didn't feel it though. Then it was nothing. So her house was like halfway distance to my house. Okay, so we would walk home together. I would walk, sometimes stop by at her house, and then from there go home. So from there I got to meet her family members, and they felt it was love at first. She has an amazing and a lovely family. So we, of course, the blend was, we blended well, and so I was like a constant visitor in their home, and likewise she also in my home. And my parents, I say, when she comes anywhere, you would just, these people that have this bubbly, welcoming personality. So my dad, I remembered my dad always used to ask about her. And so after the jam lesson, luckily for her, she got admission, and she got admission to study in a state in the north, as at that time the insurgency then was at the peak, but she got an admission there. She's also from one of those states in the north where this whole BH thing is really happening. I can't say it here because I don't know if the TikTok YouTube guidelines will allow me. So maybe that was what also encouraged her. So she got admission to study there, and she went. So my dad was always very concerned about her. He used to pray for her. He always asked about her. What about that your friend that is studying? Hope she's okay. I'm like, yes, she's fine. So we became friends and we kept in touch. Then I got admission myself later, I think a year later. We kept in touch. We were always communicating. We were always talking once in a while. It wasn't frequent though, a distance friendship. It wasn't frequent, but we were talking. And during the time I was doing my lesson, one of the days that I went to visit her, I saw her elder brother there, and the guy started tripping for your girl. I was hot then when I was younger, slim, and hey, my God. The amount of toasting I used to get daily that time, I beg. So the guy liked me, and he tried to like ask me out, but he was older than me, and as at that time I was very naive. I hadn't been in a relationship like that then, and that was the last thing on my mind. God, I was a bookworm. I loved school, so the last thing on my mind was a serious relationship, because I knew he wasn't coming for something like a joke. He spoke to me even till when he met the person he later married, that or he's trying to go into something else. Like, how am I still, I think I was in uni then, and I'm like, go ahead though. So that was how he moved on. For some time we were keeping in touch, and I don't know how his wife also sent me friends requests, and we became friends on social media as well. Even he himself as well. I'm not going to mention it on social media. So I'm trying to keep all the details away so people don't put two and two together that might know us. So that was it. So that was how I met her brother. Okay, this will be relevant later on in this story. So we kept in touch once in a while, and our friendship was so beautiful that even if we haven't spoken for a year or seen each other for a year, the day we see it, look as if we just, in fact, we never stayed away from each other. So we would stay together, we would gist, we would play. there were so many times that we would try to like set up dates. Maybe when I'm around from school, she's around to see. But your girl was very broke that time. Sometimes I might not even have transport to go or something, and I couldn't just tell her. She was a very generous person. I couldn't just tell her that this was the issue. I would just like always disappoint or just bring up one lie of why I couldn't make it and all of that. So that kept going on for some time. But whenever I had the chance, I would go if I can and see her and spend some time with her and all of that till we graduated. This friendship continued till we graduated from school, and then we started working. There was a time she reached out to me. I think I got a job first. Yes, I got a job first. And I think because she was studying made her stay longer in school or something. So somehow I graduated first. I did my NYC first and I got a job. So I got a job, but the job I had then wasn't really paying me much. I was earning just 60,000 naira, and it was even barely enough to take care of my needs and also my family's need, because I had people who were looking up to me, So, and my brother was still in school then, so there was responsibility on me. It was never enough. It was never enough. I always used to find myself borrowing a lot then too. I used to be in debt a lot then. So she reached out to me that she has been looking for a job but she couldn't get, so she wants to start up a business. She's a very, very industrious person. I remember then when we were doing lesson in when we were still doing our jam lesson, she would fry akara in the morning. I think sometimes after jam lesson still go home and fry akara. She would come, sometimes she would be injured on her hands and all that, and she was never ashamed. She was so proud to tell you any hustle that she was doing, how that akara was what her mom used to train her siblings, and that was how she was able to save up money to go. She was very industrious. She was doing one thing or the other. I think at that point where she was looking for money to set up a business, when we met again after school, when I was working, she wanted to start a food business. But prior to that, she started selling wrappers, like started selling Ankara and I think shoes. I can't remember. Yeah, I think I even bought Ankara from her for my mom as a gift. And she doesn't joke with my mom. Like anytime she hears my mom is doing birthday or something, even if it's just a picture I posted on social media, she will send my mom something. So my parents knew her, they liked her. My dad always prayed for her, always asked of her. This was one of my friends that I know my father always made inquiry of, So that was it. So she reached out to me that she needed money to set up that business. She wanted to start like food business. She wanted to open like a mini restaurant. And this is somebody, when she was asking me for that money, I was in so much debt at that point. In fact, I think the day she even told me that thing, I didn't even have money to eat. I think so, something like that. So, and then the figure she was calling, I'm like, it's like just hearing that I was working then, and people, the sector I was working in, people will just assume that this person is in money. Just like you see some banker, you think every banker is making money. It's not true. So I told her that, well, I didn't have now, but if I do, I was even telling my colleague then about her that, oh my God, this is a friend that I love so much, saying this, saying that. She doesn't joke with me, how she always shows up for my mom, maybe if my mom is doing a birthday and all that. And I don't even have anything to support her now. Oh, I wish I could. And so I didn't know what to do, guys. But I encouraged her anyway. I think some months later, she called me that she has been able to set up the business, and whenever I'm chanced, I should please come around to see it. I was so proud of her. But the kind of job I was doing was always keeping me far, far, far away. I was always in the bush, far, 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 in the far north and all of that. So by the time I had the chance to come to Abuja to see her, finally went to her store. I was so impressed. I was very happy. Like, oh my God, I'm happy with what you had done. She even made, for the first time, she was one that made me even know this Chinese fried rice. She made Chinese fried rice for me with, even showed me how to make it. She was encouraging me to learn how to cook. And that time I used to be lazy, I beg. Learn how to cook and all of that. So we ate, we spoke, we were talking about our aspirations and all of that. Prior to that, I think I've paid her a couple of visits at her home. Then I hadn't really visited her business. Then maybe she hadn't even started the business then. So she was telling me how she was making money. Like, this girl was balling at that time. Food business, there is money if you can do it well. She was balling. She said she was making profit of 50K a day. Profit on a day that she didn't make much. It'd be like 30 something thousand daily. As at that time when we were talking, she was almost completing her second building. She was building. And that's what I loved about her. She was investing. She was even telling me now she's aspiring to open up a bakery, and a lot. She was doing so well for herself. She still had that humility, and she was still that bubbly personality, so sweet. And if I even mention where she is, probably a lot of people might even recognize her here now. But she was very beautiful. She has a very beautiful personality. So we spoke that day, and one of those conversations was us talking about me, because I finally opened up to her, like, these are the challenges I'm facing where I'm working, this is how much I was earning and all that. And she's like, my God, as a salary earner, that God forbid, she doesn't even think she can do a 9 to 5 anymore, that I should start up something now. I used to do hair and all those things. So I told her, I said, yes, I am into this and that and that, and I'm thinking of starting up the business. Like, something had to give. That next year, something had to happen. Either I get a better job or I leave and start up my business. And so she was like, there's no need to waste time anymore. I mean, why do you have to wait? That's In fact, if I want to quit the job this month, I should quit. I should come, let her show me something. So she took me to the shop beside her own shop, and she's like, this shop belongs to her. And look at it, it's empty. That she only keeps bags of rice and beans and all those things, there. So why don't I just come and start up a salon? Even though there's somebody doing salon, the person is not serious. Most customers always come and get angry and leave because the woman is always sleeping, or maybe she doesn't come sometimes. That people have that salon is one thing they really need in that place. I should come and open up my own. She's giving me the shop for free. And I'm like, no, I don't want something for free. Like, let her not worry. I said, okay, let her wait. Let me be able to raise up some money and pay her for the shop. And maybe when I start, I pay complete. She said, no, 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 no. She has already paid. Why do I want to pay that? Okay, if it's like that, let me start the business first. After a year, if it's something that, which she knows that if I'm serious about, I should be able to start making something good, then I can pay the next rent, myself. The only thing is that she has this shelf here that she puts her wrappers. Maybe she can just put it in the shop so people can be buying them off. That she just wants to sell off those wrappers. She's not even into the business. Like wrappers that were left for, I told you she was selling wrappers at a point. So I was happy. This was a new development for me, like something I never thought about. So I'm like, okay, don't worry. I think it was during the Christmas period. So I said, don't worry. When I get home, let me go home, get myself together, plan, and then come back. So also think of how to tell my employers that I don't want to work with them anymore. So some of the equipment for the salon, I think I have them, and I can just rally around, with the little savings I had then to start up this business. And then she also now told me that she wants to buy hair. She wants to buy human hair, that she doesn't want to buy fake hair anymore. Her birthday was coming up and she really wanted to celebrate that birthday. So there's a particular hair I showed her. She was very much in love with the hair, and 100% human hair, very sweet hair. So I told her that I had not wigged it. She said, she prefers the hair wig though, and she would want to see how it looks like when it's wigged. So please, I should wig it. I'm like, no, why don't I say, just buy the hair, give it to your stylist? And she said, no, 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 no. The hair must be wigged. And let me wig it. She want me to wig the hair and all of that. She will pay me for the wigging. I'm like, okay, don't worry. Don't worry about the wigging. Just pay for the hair. I will wig the hair for you. In fact, once I get to Kaduna, I wig it. Once I got to Kaduna, she messaged me that how far have I wigged the hair or something like that, or through call or something. I was like, she should give me just that day, I would do the wigging. So I told everybody at home, I'm like, can you imagine what this my friend has done for me? Everybody was so happy. So they're like, so what are you deciding now? So I'm like, I'm going to go for it too. I'm going to go for it. But anyhow, I'm still going to, she might not know, but I'm still going to try to look for at least half of the money and give her, so. And she was offering that I should come. I didn't have an accommodation then in Abuja, that I should come and live with her. I should come and stay with her. That one will not be an issue whenever I'm able to raise enough money. That her house too is, there's nobody there. It's just her and all of that. So I said, no problem. So my mom was like, so where are you going to live? Because then where I was working, I was accommodated where I was working. So I told her that my friend said I can also come and live with her. So my mom was like, okay, but if somebody's trying to help you, living with them and all of that, I hope it doesn't turn out, although she's a nice person and all of that. I said, no, mommy, there will be no problem. This, that. My sister too tried to advise me and all of that. So, but she was really happy because my sister always wants me to, she always wants to see the best in me. Tell me how the next day I saw my friend started to advertise that same shop. She had already turned the shop into a salon. I even saw a boy there barbing hair. And then she advertised that she was looking for a hairstylist. And I'm like, because we talked and I told her how I wanted to do the business, told her about the human hair business. I just opened up to her as a friend, you know, told her how I wanted to set up the salon and everything. This girl literally took my idea and opened up the salon for herself. And I saw this on my status. I'm like, so I congratulated her, like, that's good, oh, you've opened the salon, oh, that's nice, that's this thing. And she was like, I should not worry that I can also, that I will still, that I should not worry, oh, that is the space is still open for me. I can just come and join them and be working, that these people are even the barber is working there, and she doesn't even have a hairstylist for now. And this girl started advertising human hair as well, both in packet form and wigs, you know, started advertising human hair and all of this. And in my head, I was like, this is already advertising human hair. Will she still want to buy? And I had already wigged the hair at that time. I think I even told her. So I asked her, I'm like, this hair that you say I should buy for you, are you sure you will still want it? Because I've even wigged it. Oh, you know, it's because of you I wigged this hair. She's like, of course, no, please, oh, I should not sell the hair. Oh, she wants the hair. Oh, she wants the hair. I should not sell it. She still wants it. So I was shocked. I didn't know what to think. So I told my sister, like, see what I'm seeing. Oh, this girl has opened salon. Everything I told her I was going to do, she started doing it, started selling human hair and everything. Started advertising people should come to her salon. She has even included a barber there. And that I messaged her and she said, there's no problem, I can come and join them. And so my sister was like, well, that's human being for you. People can never give you something for free like that. Even when I told her that it sounded so good to be true, somebody will just give you a full shop, give you leverage to come and do what you want there, not pay a dime, come and live in their house. And she's like, thank God it happened like this now. Imagine if you had resigned your job, moved into this girl's house, and imagine the shege that you would have, the shege Pro Max that you would have been seeing there. So, oh my God, it affected me. My spirit was down. I think my boyfriend at the time too, I told him, and he was just trying to like encourage me. I'm like, well, that's it, that's life for you. Even me, I wasn't comfortable with you going to collect something free from somebody like that. And you know, so, and he's like, well, you said your friend is a nice person. She's a nice person. Like, oh, just ignore and just act as if. So I said, okay. 2 days later, and the wig, right? When I made the wig, I was also advertising it if it could attract other people. And guys, I don't know what it was with that hair. That hair was attracting a lot of attention. People wanted to buy it. In fact, one woman said, please, I should bring it to my sister's shop. She wanted to see. Immediately she saw it and wore it. She fell in love with the wig that she wanted. But I told her, like, okay, I will have to place order for you and for the others that want to buy. But this particular one, my friend needs it for her birthday in 2 days, in few days time. So, and I'm sending it to her. I'm just waiting for her to, she said she's going to pay today, and I'll be sending it to her today. I contacted her again, like, how far now with the payment? She was like, she's not worried, she will soon pay for the hair and all of that. I said, okay. The woman kept on messaging me that please, she also has an occasion she wants that hair, and she's wore it and show it to her sister. Even the sister wants to buy. I was under pressure. The next thing, my friend, I think a day later or so, my friend sent me a message that she can't buy the hair anymore. Whether she say her stylist, I be in her shop, she has seen one, she wants to. I can't remember, but she telling me that she doesn't want the hair, she has gotten another one. And I'm like, sorry, you say? Number one, you insisted, I told you I didn't want to wig this hair. You insisted that I must wig the hair. I did, and you kept on showing interest. Even when I asked you that, are you sure you still want to buy this hair? You said yes. Then I saw serious buyers that want to buy the hair, right? And I said, no, I've been keeping this hair because of you. I would have sold it off. Now, you're not telling me you don't want the hair again. I said, oh, it's okay. So she messaged me. I was like, I should not worry that, okay, I should not worry that she will soon pay for the hair. Let me see if I can send it to her. And all. I've deleted the chat. If not, I would have gone to check the chat and all that. So I think an hour later, that woman that I wanted to buy the hair now messaged, because I'm thinking in my mind that don't buy the hair out of pity. Don't pity me and buy if you, or because it's something you don't want, since you've already gotten an option. That woman messaged me like 1 hour later that she wanted the hair, how far. So I told her, I said, ma, the hair is available. If you can pay for it now, please. The woman said, send me your account number. I sent. Pew, the woman paid, and I messaged my friend back and said she should not even bother anymore. Let her just go ahead and use the, since she has not paid for it, let her just go ahead and use the one that she wants to use. That is a lesson for hair vendors or any kind of vendor. Even if the person is your friend and they want to buy something from you and they are saying you should keep it, let them show commitment by paying part. There should be a deposit before you keep anything for anybody. There should be a reasonable deposit. That way they cannot come and do all this nonsense of changing their mind later, or because she didn't give any commitment, she felt she can just easily just do that. So I felt so hot. So I was already hot from what she did already, taking my business ideas, turned it into her own. And so when I told her, I'm like, don't worry, just go ahead and use the hair that you said your stylist or whatever it is already had for you that you want to use and you really like, just go ahead and use that one. And that was it. I came and told my sister, I'm like, see what happened. My sister was like, well, it's okay now. Since you've sold the hair, at least it's not a loss. You've made your money. And she also gets to use the hair that she says she has now and she wants, not buying hair that she's buying out of by force. You understand? So yes, I was like, just learn for me. That's it. That's the harsh truth in life and all of that. And I went back to our chat, or was it 2 days later or something? I was trying to, on her birthday, trying to wish her happy birthday, and I discovered I wasn't seeing her profile picture anymore. And I messaged her, and it was just one tick. And if they block you now, I'm like, wait, oh, I can't wait. Did this girl actually block me? She blocked all my lines that she had, and then also blocked me on every social media platform. I'm like, first of all, you stole my business idea. Second of all, you didn't buy what you wanted to buy from me. Second, now, thirdly, you are blocking me. So I was thinking, like, meaning this friendship meant nothing to her. And I was like, is it that this girl had me in mind for a while? Was there something I did? And I'm like, but we've been good. There's no issue with us. And is it probably the time she asked me to help her for her business, which I explained to her that I didn't have anything at all to like give her. I also remembered when she did birthday and I sent her, was it 10K I sent to her, 5K? From her response, I could see that she felt maybe it was not like, this is what you could give me and all of that, because as at that time she was a millionaire already, but it was from my heart. I'm like, so I started putting two and two together, like what exactly could I have done that would have made her react harshly like this, that would have been so extreme to the point that she would just block and forget about the years of friendship that we have built this long. So I'm like, what did I do particularly? I kept thinking to myself, like, from what I explained, please, I beg, maybe people should let me know. I was hot, it was like a breakup for me, like a breakup between me and a guy. It hurt me. I felt, I don't know, I was down for some days, and then I just forgot about it and moved on with my life. And thank God that God has blessed me so much right now, because man, God, that year, God transformed my life the next year. And that starting from that year, things got better for me. So I forgot about her until recently. What's making me talk about this story? Until recently, I was on TikTok, and you know how TikTok will start suggesting this person is from your contact and all that. And I saw her video popped up, and I checked, and I was seeing her. I'm like, oh wow, this is my friend, looking still very beautiful as usual, very beautiful. And I was like, oh, this is so and so person. And probably, TikTok will also show you that the person is looking at you, looked at you or something. So I went to WhatsApp one day. I was checking status and I saw her status. I'm like, obviously she might have unblocked me from her this thing. So her status normally showed on my whatever, but I was still very hot by what she did. So I don't even check her status. So that was it. After that time I checked her TikTok. I didn't check again, So that was it. So her status keeps popping up. So obviously mine also pops up. And she checks my status. She does. She checks my status if I post. But I don't check hers because I was still very hot. Until she recently posted on her status what caught my attention what made me do this, because I've come to learn something, that you might be having issues with somebody, getting angry, and you don't hear from the person, but you don't know what that person goes through after that. It's not good to keep grudges and anger and all this for a while. I think I left where I was employed last year, and there was this particular person that I just had died. I'm like, how? So that's it. Some people you live for a while, the next thing you just hear one thing. I've been hearing so many shocking news about people that I'm like, it's not worth it to be keeping grudge with anybody. You offended me, okay, I've told you this what you did to me. In our case, there was no chance. She didn't even give you don't treat a friend like that. You don't treat somebody you care about like that. Even my sister offends me, but we talk about it. It might not be immediately, but we talk about it and we let go. That's how friendship is. Meaning I was never a friend to this person, and this person never took me the way I took her. So I just saw the picture. On your status you can sometimes deduce what's like. I saw the picture of her brother that was asking me out, and the caption. So I clicked on it. This was the first time ever I had checked her WhatsApp status since she unblocked me. I clicked on it and I saw that the guy had died. I was shocked. Funny thing is, 2 days before that, the guy's post just popped up on my Facebook, and I think I even commented. There's something he posted. I commented. I'm like, oh my god, long time. I even forgotten, because I'm not very regular on Facebook. So my god, long time. He even has kids now. Was it his children he posted or something? I can't remember. So it just made me remember her and all that. I'm like, 2 days before, and the next thing I'm seeing RIP. I'm like, how? This was during was it New Year or December? But during those festivities, yeah. So I cannot check that kind of thing, and she will see that I check and ignore, because I'm not like that. Because even when my dad died, she saw it. She saw my post when I was posting on my status. She didn't say nothing. Okay, this was something that my dad really, really adored. Okay, she said nothing. So when I saw it, I'm like, no, I have to be the bigger person. And for the fact that I was shocked that this guy died, because in my head I'm like, so if I even went into a relationship with this person, or even though, like my sister said, everybody has different possibilities, like everybody has different outcome, it doesn't mean if I was with him he would have died. But I was just thinking, like, so this how this guy would have died and left me with kids, like, do you understand? So I messaged her immediately, like, what happened? And then we got talking, and we talked for a while. I'm like, well, I told her sorry about his death, and I felt bad. It touched me, because I never expected death to come in between this our thing that we were doing, and that was it. Since then, we haven't said anything to each other. If she's still holding grudges, that's her business. I don't care, but on my mind now, I've let things go, I'm free, and I'm all of that. So let me know if you ever had a friendship like this that ended in a way that you couldn't believe it. If your friend ever hurt you this way, if you think maybe from what I've explained there was anything I did that was wrong, or you felt maybe should I have reached out, but how would I have reached out to somebody that has blocked me? I beg. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.